The great lie of the modern age is the belief that the result is the point. You are told that the goal is the destination. You are taught to crave the trophy, the title, the finished product. But this is the bottom-line delusion. The pursuit of the result is the very thing that prevents the result from occurring. True fitness, true health, is not found in the timing of a marathon. It is found in the alignment of everything you do, think, and feel. It is the art of living a good life. There is a process for this. It is called mastery. It is the mysterious transition where what is at first difficult becomes, through practice, progressively easier and more pleasurable. The world pushes you toward the bottom line. It whispers that there is a shortcut, a quick fix, a fast, temporary relief. This mentality is a poison. It is destructive to the individual and a rot within society. It promises the peak without the climb, and in doing so, it ensures you never reach the summit. The only sure route to fulfillment, whether in the halls of medicine, the mechanics of economics, or the discipline of martial arts, is a long-term, essentially goalless process. Consider the training mat of aikido. It is the world under a magnifying glass. In the blend of a move, in the precision of a fall, every attempt to circumvent the work is revealed. Every overreach is exposed. Flaws are made manifest. On the mat, the quick fix is an impossibility. But for those who stop fighting the process, the pleasure of the practice is intensified. In every arena of learning, patterns emerge. There is the dabbler who skims the surface. There is the obsessive who burns out in a fever. There is the hacker who seeks the shortcut. None of these are the master. Perseverance is not the province of the talented. Talent is a spark, but the road to mastery is a long walk. While the paths may differ, the direction is always the same. It is a map that applies to the manager, the artist, the parent, and the devotee. It is an old truth, an ancient reminder that has always been with us, though the world has taught you to forget it. You think you are incapable of this journey? Look at your own hand. Reach out and touch your forehead. It seems automatic, simple. But there was a time when you were as far from this skill as a novice is from a Beethoven sonata. You had to learn to control your limbs. You had to build a kinesthetic image of your body. You had to mimic the adults around you and decode the sounds of language into action. You did not learn this in a straight line. You learned in spurts of progress, separated by long stretches where you seemed to be getting nowhere. In that struggle, you learned the most essential skill of all. You learned how to learn. If you could master the simple act of touching your forehead, you can master a jet plane. You can master a business. You can master your own heart. The path is always there, waiting. Mastery resists a simple definition, yet you know it when you see it. It follows unchanging laws. It is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be lived. It is not reserved for the super talented or the lucky. It is open to anyone, regardless of age, sex, or history, who is willing to stay on the path. But the modern world is a conspiracy against this truth. You are bombarded with promises of immediate gratification. This anti-mastery mentality does more than stunt your skills. It threatens your health, your career, and your very relationships. The journey begins the moment you decide to learn. It is most visible in the physical realm, where the mind and spirit merge into movement. If you seek mastery, it is often better to start with a clean slate than to spend years unlearning the bad habits of a hacker. The beginning is humble. It is the grip of the racket, the position of the wrist, the synchronization of the shoulder and the hip. At first, you will feel clumsy, disjointed. You will think too much and your thinking will kill your grace. You will become impatient. You will want to see the ball fly across the net. You will want the result. But the master tells you, do not think of the result. Then, after weeks of frustration, a light turns on. The components merge. The muscles remember. The conscious mind is suddenly freed to actually see the task. But just as you feel the surge of confidence, the path shifts. You are asked to move, to stride, to adapt. And suddenly you are clumsy again. You lose what you had gained. You hit the plateau. The plateau is a purgatory. It is the place where no apparent progress is made. It is here that your hidden motivations are flushed out. You realize you didn't come for the skill, you came to look good. You came to beat your friends. You came for the vanity of the result. You ask the teacher, "How long will this take?" The answer is a bitter dose of reality. For the adult, a single fundamental movement may take years of consistent practice. High-level mastery requires thousands of repetitions under controlled conditions. The process is incremental. You cannot skip the stages. You cannot master strategy until you have mastered placement. And every time you move to a new stage, you must return to the struggle. You must start thinking again. You must allow things to fall apart before they can be rebuilt. The road is long. It is filled with setbacks. It is defined by the plateau. At some point, you will face a choice. You can drop the pursuit for something easier. You can try to force it through obsessive overwork. You can settle for the mediocre fun of playing with those who are just as unskilled as you. Or you can stay on the long road. This choice is the defining moment of a life. It happens in every act of learning and every attempt at change. Too often, the choice is unconscious. Seduced by a consumerist culture, you may choose the illusion of accomplishment, the shadow of satisfaction. Even the failure to choose is a choice. It is a decision to leave your potential unrealized. The result is a ghost. The process is the only thing that is real.